In episode 2, I actually make the team, but things got a lot harder. I had to switch my position, but in a way, I also had to switch my identity. I was not thinking, consider it pure joy. Not at all. I was frustrated. There was a second where I seriously considered quitting. What is up, everybody? It's Cam Hamer with another video. This is episode 2 of Live and Learn Perseverance, and this is the reflection of it. It's pretty much just me looking at the episode and just giving my thoughts about it and what message I was trying to get across to the audience if it wasn't clear. So this is just to hash things out. So in episode 1, I was trying to make the team and I was doing whatever I could to get on the team. In episode 2, I actually make the team, but things got a lot harder, which is expected. I'll go into more detail about this later in the video, but I had to switch my position, but in a way, I also had to switch my identity. So I finally make the team, I'm practicing, I'm around the guys, and this is a win for me because I had been going through all this stuff, and now I'm here, and I can finally work my way up. That was the goal, right? But immediately I'm told that I'm switching from, actually not switching, that I'm on defense. But in my head, I'm switching from offense to defense because that was what I was planning to do. But obviously, things always don't go according to plan. And that was pretty much the theme of this episode. I thought getting on the team was going to be the hard part, but it wasn't. It was nowhere near close. I switched my positions. I'm kind of behind culturally just with like the team and like how it works. Even though I was around the team as an equipment manager, is totally different than being on the team. There's a whole different standard, which makes sense. Academically, it was a lot harder. Most of my credits didn't transfer over from all of my colleges, so I pretty much started over my GPA. Life starts to hit. There's a lot of personal things that go on during this time, and it becomes difficult to navigate at one point, and things get real. It was kind of a hard transition in some moments of this. At one point, it felt like I was watching my career move forward without me, and that was hard. I've always had a naturally optimistic mindset, so during this time I was grateful for everything, and I was proud of myself for even making that jump. So during this time it was difficult, but I was like, I gotta keep going. Like, I got this. Like, I've done so much to get to this point. Let's keep going. And I promise it's gonna pay out. That was my whole mindset the entire time. Gratitude does not cancel the difficulty of the situation. I was grateful for the opportunity, but I wasn't comfortable in it yet. I wasn't good at defense yet. Everything that I was confident in was completely gone because in my head, and this is on me, but I'm for sure offensive minded person. Like, when I get the ball, I don't have to think. With defense, it was okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to cut like that, okay, I got to watch him. There are so many things going through my head, but with offense, it was like, figure it out, go, get out of there. And I've always enjoyed that because, like, I can get the ball and my mind just flows. I just get in an instant flow state. Everything that I had confidence in was gone. And my patience had never been tested like that before. In the beginning of the episode, I included a Bible verse. It was James 1, verse 2 to 3. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. At this time, I was not thinking, consider it pure joy. Not at all. I was frustrated. I added that in later after looking back and seeing what the season was producing in me. This season not only stretched my ability on the field, but it also stretched my patience. I didn't realize at the time that the stretching was actually strengthening me. Not because I didn't love football anymore, but because I didn't know if I could become what the situation required. And that was really hard to think about because I had to sit with myself in that moment and be like, is it really worth it to keep going? And that's a difficult question when you're playing something that you love to do, but you don't know what to do with the situation. But I knew if I walked away, I would never know what I would be capable of becoming. So I pushed on and I just dealt with the punches. In this moment, I was really just trying to get through it. Or, I mean, I bet my teammates could probably feel that, but like at the same time, everybody cares about themselves in this moment. And whatever I had to do to get through it, and I know my one coach, Kariko, he's not gonna like to hear this, but like he would always say, get to versus got to. And I think that's a strong mentality to have because I was like, I'm really in a position where I'm on a Division I football team and I have an opportunity. You know, why am I complaining? And I'm not saying it's not okay to complain, but I'm blessed with an opportunity and an experience that a lot of people don't have. So, you know, I do get to. I do. Perseverance is not loving every season. It's about staying committed when the dream looks different than you imagined. I didn't leave that season more confident in my situation, but I definitely left that season more durable than I came in it. I would definitely say that success builds your confidence, but in times where you struggle, that's where you build the most endurance. And I see that endurance now. I see it in my lifestyle. I see it in my job. I see it in when I try to create consistent content. And I see it when I'm committed to things and the results aren't immediate. I would say endurance is pretty powerful, but endurance without direction can only take you so far. What changed everything for me wasn't just staying, it was learning how to prepare. And that is what this next chapter became. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you, chat. And that's episode 2 for you. Peace.